Monkey here, and today I wanted to show y'all the Helikon-Tex MBDU Flannel Shirt. And MBDU stands for Modern Battle Dress Uniform in this case, and which it's modeled after their original MBDU shirt, which is obviously more of a military uniform style. And so they've taken that concept but applied it to more of a lifestyle look in this here flannel shirt. So I have to be honest, when I first saw this shirt, I was kind of like, what is this wannabe tactical nonsense? Because I'm a bit of a purist. As far as tactical gear wise, I prioritize functionality. And then I razzed them pretty good on soldier systems and, you know, jokes of like, I bet Garantham's to blame for all of this. But anyway, when I was at the Helikon-Tex booth back at SHOT Show, they were nice to me. They hooked me up with a shirt, and you know, I wasn't going to be a dick, just be like, I don't want your stuff. So I ended up checking it out, and they even had monkey size, which is noteworthy. So this is a Euro extra small, which is technically extra small for Americans, but I think it fits pretty well. I guess a note on the sizing. And but anyway, it got me thinking, and got me in the direction of like, why be such a negative Nancy? Like, why can't lifestyle, which just means people having fun in the gun community, why can't they have a good time with fashion and combining the ideas of things looking cool and still be functional, well, finding a balance. And so it kind of helped turn my way of thinking on that. Starting with core features, the main material is kind of this micro fleece feeling. It's a very soft material, so that's a nice starting point. It just feels nice. The sleeves have your combat shirt style hook and loop, and so that's nice adjustability and easy to roll up. Like some shirts, it's a pain in the butt to roll up your sleeve and keep them that way. These stay nicely, and so I've been digging that. The other small details like the buttons have the bar style, Canadian style buttons, so you don't have to worry about them falling off as much more durable. And then while here, if you tuck them in, you get these sneaky extra pockets, and that's like a good size pocket zone. And as I was saying, if you really tuck it in there, they're pretty easy to make hidden. Similar on the combat style shoulder pockets. These don't hide as well, but I mean, that's still a convenient zone. And then your big loop zone for your cool guy patches. I'll talk more about those later, but it's nice to at least have the option to start with. Other changes, and it's a little more noticeable, is this big kind of stretch fabric zone on the side. And so it does break away from the look, but it is nice if you're going to do rowdy body movement. It adds a little more flexibility. And the pit zone itself has a more mesh-like material to help with airflow there. And with your arms down, pretty easy to miss those zones. Like, you got to really be showing off to flare that solid color compared to the rest of the flannel. The front and back can have a pretty basic flannel shirt presentation, which is what I'm interested in. And you got a traditional collar, and very squared away. So now things will become a bit of a fashion show, but here it is, buttoned up but untucked. Just to kind of give an idea how things lay. And then a tucked example. Proceeding then to a range time fun loadout. And good time to show off patches and a reasonable application example. So jumping back, I want to go over my thoughts on the loop zones. Now, for me, I think they're pretty distracting. And I know here you might be like, well, that's interesting, Mr. Patchmonger, but for the look I'm going for, I wanted a more low-profile, blended-in look. And I think people get confused where it's a lot easier to have the manufacturer include the loop and you take it off rather than trying to sew it back on yourself, especially when it's on a pocket. And so people get in this mindset, or it has to be the way they want, when it's a very solvable problem. Like, for example, you can get a seam ripper very cheap at the sewing section of most groceries, or if you're like big middle class fancy, you can get some snips, but you might have to go to like Michael's or similar type hobby store. Either way, is a very cheap and solvable problem every time you see loop in a place you don't want it. All right, after a time jump, here it is removed, and massage the holes a little bit, make it look nice. And you see it's very hard to see if anything was ever there. Look even better after a wash. And I left the other side so you can compare. But slapped on some blue jeans to try and give an example of me pretending to be a more normal person for a casual look. So here it is, untucked, unbuttoned. A quick more buttoned example. And then finally here it is buttoned and tucked. So hopefully easy to see as long as your arms are down, kind of act casual. It's pretty easy to hide those stretched side zones. It gives an overall casual look that I was going for. But then you get the performance material features, you get the convenience of the extra pockets. And so I think that's a cool blend and thought it was worth sharing with you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to support us, please check out the MIL-SPEC Monkey Store. Although known for morale patches, we also specialize in a good selection of DIY hardware and tactical accessories.